Welcome to Sastasha, everybody. Remember that this always resets, so turn on your tank stance as soon as you start. And you'll be using your AoE and your long range a lot. Remember that other people's AoEs, even though at this level they might not have any, depending on the class, but other people's AoEs work best with at least two creatures. So basically pull until you have at least two creatures. What I'm doing is like a full room pull. So hopefully the healer can keep up. This is basically just to like speed up the process, right? And then once you're down to one guy, just use your single targets. The joke with these clams is they produce the little shade seekers, so you want to eliminate the clams as quickly as possible. So when you're pulling monster, or the shade seekers, when you're trying to get them on you, you can actually pull them right back to the clam that they came from, and then just use your AoEs on them and the clam. Clam is invulnerable while it's closed, but it will open up to spit up more Shade Seekers, and that's when you hit it with your single targets. And just keep an eye out to see if any of your party members have accidentally attracted, a monster or two on them. These Shade Seekers, you gotta put your AoE through them just so they stay on top of you. Once the clam is dead, you can basically just walk to the next one, but make sure that everything gets hit by your AoE, and you can check that on. You see, I've got my enemies list on my left side here, just so I make sure that it's growing, or else that means that these enemies are hitting my teammates instead. We're not exactly doing a speed run, but this is a very efficient way to do this. I left a clam and a bunch of Sage Seekers alive over there, but you don't actually need to deal with them. You could actually skip the entire pawn, just walk straight to here, because they will stop following you eventually. Alright, so once this guy pops out, just use your single targets on him. And I think you can stop this. Yep, you can stun break that. Oh. Sweet. Real efficient work here, guys. Normally, if this is your first time, this would be a lot slower, and presumably be stopping for the chests. Yeah, again, I see some enemies. I'm going to pull them as far as I can. I think you can pull them into this room. And apparently you can. That's great, because that saves us some time. So yeah, I'm just going to use my AoEs here. I like to point all my baddies away from my teammates, just to make sure that should they have any cone-shaped AoEs, they're not pointed towards my teammates. But this area is a little fun. You can pull wall to door here. So start off by throwing a shield at a guy, and then AoE through a bunch of guys. Make sure to get the archer. And then AoE to the dog and this guy. And then, oh, if you see the green, that means one of them wasn't caught up by me. So I'm gonna target him specifically and then throw my shield at him. Cool. Now that's everyone that I wanted to get. I'm gonna use Rampart because my HP is going low a little fast, which is fine. I'm not worried. I know that the healer will get me. When I was Every time I used to heal people up when they got less than like 50%. But healers, you can probably, like, don't risk it, but you can probably wait till your tank's at like 25, 30%. So yeah, I would normally pull that chief guy to this door, because then you could use your AoEs, right? Because you get more than 2 people. And also just, you know, speeds up the whole thing. It's our first little actual sub-boss or mini-boss area. I guess it's the second one, because you see that purple line. Okay, cool. So, throw a shield at a guy, and then AoE through the other guys. I'm gonna use my... what's that skill? Reprisal? Yeah. It just lowers the overall HP. Or the overall attack. So when these guys come running, I just like to stand right here and AoE through a lot of them. Because if I can beat these monsters, if I can get in front of them first, then that prevents them from targeting any of my teammates. This is fun. I like to pull this entire room. You don't actually have to pull any of these guys. You could actually just run straight to the boss, but I mean, like, you're here, right? You might as well pick up all the little bits of extra EXP or whatever. So when I see guys like this running away from me, I know that I haven't tanked them well enough, so I just find the ones that aren't looking at me and run straight to them, hit them with an AoE, and, you know. This is the entire room. So I've got the entire room. I'm going to cast Rampart and then Reprisal. So buff my HP and then lower everyone's attack. Then I'll do Fight or Flight, which just increases my... oh, one guy is not on... no. I thought for a second one guy wasn't on me, but I got him eventually. Yeah, sweet. See? And... again, you can skip that entire sequence. You could just run straight to here. Like, you could sprint, basically. Okay, shield, and then I'm going to point him away from the party. And I'm just going to use my single targets. He has an AoE that I'm going to try and stun, but if I can't stun it, then you should just walk out of it. Yeah. Oh, no. I should have used Interrupt, not Shield Vest. I should have used Interrupt or Arm's Length. So, toss a GG and commend the healer, because tank-healer relationships. And call it a day. Thanks for watching the first dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shezlens.